How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today we're going to be taking a look at some Pokemon rumors and that kind of stuff, so let's get started. First things first, we have a bit of a 4chan post. Now, this 4chan post does have some text with it, but the biggest thing about this post has got to be this right here. There's this image that's included with it. So I thought we'd take a look at it and see what it's all about. Basically, here's what it says. So, Pokemon NEXUS MEWTWO is what this one starts off with. This was posted today, by the way. It says, new mainline title developed by Game Freak and Pokemon Works. Now, I'll be real with you. There is a high chance that there could be some side games, some offshoot games that are being made by Game Freak and Pokemon Works. Now, if you guys do not know Pokemon Works, just as an FYI, they are a company, which we'll look up their webpage right now, but they are a company that actually does make, they're actually part of making, Pokemon products, right? So you guys can see right here, the Pokemon Works is what they're called, is a company established in March of 2022 as a joint venture by the Pokemon Company and ILCA. Basically, it's a combined brand new company made by the Pokemon Company as well as ILCA. And of course, if you guys do not know ILCA, they're the people behind Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But yeah, together they made a brand new studio or company that was founded to assist with the production of Pokemon games and game-related services. Now, the two things we know that they've been working on is Pokemon Home, obviously, and of course also the bigger one for most people in terms of individual games they've made would be, or Pokemon Works has made, is Pokemon Sleep, right? Like, this is the game that they've been working on. You guys can see it was developed by Select Button Inc. And then of course the Pokemon Company is there now using Pokemon Works to help with just really doing anything with this game, whether it's like helping on the game, connectivity, shit like that. Basically, they're just involved with those games. But here's the thing. The Pokemon Works has yet to release their own title, like a full title released by Pokemon Works. But we know for a fact that they are there to, of course, assist and also work on, production of Pokemon games, which could also be brand new games, brand new titles. So the possibility here that they are working on an actual new game is still there. Now, what this one suggests, though, is that a new mainline title developed by Game Freak and the Pokemon Works is going to be called Pokemon NEXUS MEWTWO, which is a strange name, but okay. What is it about, though? It says it's a live service Pokemon game. And now to explain live service to you. Live service games are this new thing. Well, it's not new anymore. It's kind of dying, actually. But it's basically any game like Pokemon Go, any game like even League of Legends, like basically Fortnite would be also counted as. Live service games are games that you don't just one and done them, right? You just don't play them and finish them. They're supposed to be constantly connected, constantly getting updates, and you're supposed to keep playing them forever. I mean, you'd already have a few games like that. Live service games would be anything like, Pokemon Go, Masters EX, Unite. These are live service games that, don't really have necessarily a story. It's more like games where you just are meant to keep playing them forever, right? To keep spending money and keep playing forever. Which is nothing wrong with that. The only issue is it does kind of create a game that's more focused on how to swindle you for more money than actually making a fun experience. But I digress. It says, though, that it's stated to be a multiplayer-focused game, which, again, nothing wrong with that. We do know for a fact, okay, that there's actual genuine proof that we have, and I'm trying to actually find this. Pokemon, Mega Leak, spin-off game. Let's see if we can actually find some of this footage of this game, because there was actually a game that was being worked on. I just don't remember anymore what it was called or what the name was. I think actually it was referred to as like a Splatoon game. I think that's the best way we're gonna find it if we look around. Maybe we'll find it. Who knows? Like we actually are really struggling here to find information on these games anymore, because it's been a while since I covered these. And they've kind of disappeared over time now. They don't really have access to them anymore. The images have been taken down by Nintendo and them. But there was some stuff, there was some images of these things. And one of these games, like I said, was a game that was kind of showing a Garchomp, you running around on top of a Garchomp and stuff. Again, I'm having a hard time finding it, but it was like a canceled project, more or less, right? That was like a canceled, canceled thing. So let's see if we can actually find here an actual post about this real quick. Again, I don't know if these images are still available, but we'll see if we can find them. Here we go. So this is a post here by Centro, who showed this. But again, I think the images have disappeared since. I don't think there's any access to them anymore. Yeah, they seem to be gone now, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it seems like the images have been deleted since then, but it was basically this like Pokemon like canceled game. Again, can't seem to find it. It seems really, really, really hard. Like, let's see, Pokemon game canceled. Maybe we can find it if we do this. Here it is. Okay, so here's what we're talking about, right? So there was this project called Pokemon Rodeo. It was a canceled game, and you guys can see on the bottom right here, sort of what the idea was, is that you were supposed to be riding your Pokemon in kind of an openish world thing. You were supposed to like ride your Pokemon. It was supposed to be played on Switch and mobile, I think. So yeah, again, there is a possibility this could be real, because that was supposed to be a game, but it was canceled again. It was codenamed Pokemon Rodeo, spin-off battle-based game where you choose a Pokemon to ride into battle. You choose to give your Pokemon a paint that also gives it effects in battle and whatnot. So there was that. But here's the point I'm trying to make, is that it is a possibility. Like, it has happened before, but there is more stuff I'm going to say about this rumor as we go through it. As you'll notice, there is a stuff, some opinions I do have. Apparently they say releases winter 2025, which wouldn't be that crazy, because then Legends EA would be able to come out like the middle of this year, June, July, that time frame would make sense. Moving on to the second point, saying I think this was like what do you call it? I don't know if this is actually the same poster, if this is just somebody shitting on it, but somebody says Game Freak releasing a Switch 2 exclusive in the first year that the console is out. So I guess what they're trying to say is, I mean, I'm not sure if they're trying to imply here the game is supposed to be on Switch 2, which I don't know about that one, Chief. I mean, if it's a live service game, it can be on Switch 2 and regular Switch, to be fair, so that wouldn't be that crazy. But also, if it is actually like real, it would be really, really cool if it was real, that it would actually be coming out this year to be the first Pokemon game. Even though it's a spin-off technically, it wouldn't be like a mainline game. It would be the first Pokemon game on the Switch 2 if this is the case, if it does come out at the end of the year, because the Switch 2 will be out by winter of this year, right? So it would be crazy. It actually would make sense. But the bigger thing to talk about is this right here. Now, this is the logo of this game, as supposed to be the logo, I guess, and it says Pokemon Nexus Mewtwo. Now, again, he doesn't give any details on what this is supposed to be like. He doesn't give any details on what this game is all about. Like, what are you supposed to do in this game? All we see is Pokemon Nexus Mewtwo. It's a picture taken with a camera, and then it just says releasing worldwide winter 2025. And then it has the Switch 2. You guys can see the Switch 2 logo right up here, which is, yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. The Switch 2 logo is nothing too crazy. And at the bottom it says game footage not final, and then it says 2025 Pokemon 1995 to 2025 Nintendo Creatures Inc. Game Freak, the Pokemon Works, Pokemon Nintendo are trademarks of Nintendo. Wait, Pokemon Nintendo Switch 2 are trademarks of Nintendo. Again, it's just the standard jargon. I do think like some of the legal stuff here does seem a little bit off. Like the way that Creatures Inc. is written, that it doesn't have like the actual like trademark logo, whatever. It does have it at the front here, but something about it feels off. Like it feels like somebody trying to fake it, which is most likely what this is. But it is an interesting thing to talk about nonetheless. Like, just even if this is fake, which it most likely is, there's always a chance it could be real. Keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. But if it is like fake or whatever, there is still a level of like truth to be had to the possibility of a new spin-off Pokemon game that is a live service game. Like, again, keep in mind, the last few Pokemon games that have come out that haven't been mainline games from Game Freak have majority been just spin-offs for mobile. So we have yet to have and they've all been live service games, by the way. Pokemon Sleep is a live service game. TCG Pocket is a live service game. Pokemon Go is a live service game. Pokemon Unite is a live service game. Pokemon Masters EX, live service game. And then, what am I missing? Pokemon Go, I think I already said. But yeah, it's like, you guys know the general ones. Oh, Cafe Remix is another one. So all of these are like live service games that the goal is to keep you playing eternally, forever. Keep spending money, keep playing game, rinse and repeat. But those are all mobile. Remember, all are mobile games. They've yet to do a live service game for Pokemon, that's meant to be on the consoles. That's yet to happen. Also, why does it look like I have a bowl cut? What's happening to my hair, dude? Gotta get a haircut. Either way, that is the rumor. I would love to know your thoughts and opinions on this one, because it is interesting. I will say it is interesting, but it does also have the caveat of being like a little out there in terms of like not really giving us anything to work with. And also, I forgot to mention it, but the logo, I'm sorry, but it just doesn't look real. Like, there's something feels off about it. I mean, I like the design. I mean, it's cool with the whole like 3D element of the Mewtwo part here, but it looks too unclear. And also, it just doesn't look like the quality you would expect from Nintendo, Pokemon, all of them, like it just doesn't look like it's up there with that quality that they would expect from the logo. again, I could be wrong. Imagine like, you know, Pokemon Day comes around next week and this ends up being real. That would be crazy, but I just doubt it. So that's pretty much where I'm going to leave that one. And moving on to the next thing, guys, is guess what? It's happening again, ladies and gentlemen. Scarlet and Violet are going to be featuring the return of the Walking Wake and Iron Leaves in raid battles starting from February 21st, 2025 until February 27th of 2025. So yes, you're going to be able to get these guys again for Pokemon Day, which is, I think they did this last year too. I could be wrong, but I swear they did this last year too, which, yeah, I mean, if you haven't gotten these already, then I guess you have a chance again if you haven't done it last time. But honestly, at this point, I don't really see the point in you know, like getting this unless you haven't already. But I just want to inform you that, yes, this is available. For those of you who haven't gotten your hands on them, Walking Wake, Iron Leaves, I think they're still exclusive based on the game you're going for. So, like, you cannot really do the vice versa thing here, which is unfortunate. But nonetheless, though, it is there. And if you want to get your hands on it, go for it right now. This is your chance. Moving on to the next thing, guys. We are very close to the Pokemon Presents / Pokemon Day. It's coming up very soon. And I thought we'd take a look at another rumor about this Pokemon Presents and what they are suggesting might happen. So let's take a look and get started. Pokemon Day 2025, posted by Anonymous on the 5th of this month, so about a week or so ago, week and a half, give or take. Either way, what it says is this: Pokemon presents details for Pokemon Day. Apparently, new updates for Cafe Remix, Pokemon Go, and Pokemon Masters. Again, nothing too crazy. This is the shit that we are expecting to see. Again, not crazy. It's just so regular. But the second thing, though, is this: Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon announced for Pokemon Unite to celebrate the year of Eevee. Okay, that would not be that crazy either. That would be pretty solid. New Pokemon TCG Pocket mini set. Okay, mini set features Giratina on the cover, and we'll have EX cards for Giratina, Arceus, and Spiritomb, as well as more. Okay, again, not that crazy. It's still to do a lot with whatchamacallit. It's still just got to do with, you know, spin-off games, which, again, this kind of stuff will happen. It's just maybe not this exact stuff that they're mentioning here, but we will get news for TCG Pocket and Unite and all this stuff that will get its news during this Pokemon Presents in Pokemon Day on the 27th. But it may not be this information. Either way, new Legends ZA trailer, which shows the starter Pokemon, Totodile, Litten, and Snivy. Sure, I can see those being real. Along with new Mega Evolutions for Dragonite and Flygon. Again, I can see those two also being real, because Flygon was meant to actually have a Mega back in X and Y, but they ended up... Actually, was it Oras? I'm not sure. Either one of those. But it was confirmed that they were working on a Flygon Mega. They just kind of just didn't do it. They just kind of scrapped it in the end. But either way, main characters are shown along with other story-related characters. Game is set 25 years in the future, and the redevelopment plan is well underway to make Lumiose a huge Kalos attraction for tourists. Again, same shit we've heard before. Gameplay looks smooth. Scarlet and Violet graphics. Scarlet and Violet graphics. Jeez. I got that. My voice just got messed up. But keeps a lot of gameplay features from Arceus. Switch 2 version also is announced. Releases June 2025. Again, sure, if true. I mean, let's be real here. A Switch 2 version has been, like, rumored by the Giga Leaker. Like, he did rumor it, mainly based on the fact that, like, he actually saw files that's hinted at some sort of Switch 2 version of the games, or, like, some kind of version of it. Again, that's not confirmed. There's no guarantees that's going to happen. I highly doubt we're going to see a Switch 2 version. That's something Pokemon never really does. They never make a version of a game for multi-consoles. They only really do it for one console. And then, you know, if it's backwards compatibility with the next console, then it's fine. But yeah, so it says apparently the Switch 2 version also announced releases in June 2025. June release for this game would be great. I would actually be super up for it. Unova remakes are also announced. Oh God, we're not getting Unova remakes, man. Like, not now, not this year. Definitely after Gen 10, which is probably next year. So I doubt it. I really doubt. I mean, again, I would love to be wrong. Like, this is the thing with a lot of this stuff. Don't take the words I say as me saying I don't want this stuff. I love to be proven wrong. It's just realistically that's not going to happen. By the way, Unova Remix announced Faithful Remix made by Pokemon Works. Okay, so that would just be Ilka again. No Chibi style, more of a Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee style of gameplay. Okay, that's fine. Game looks very polished and runs very smoothly. Was supposed to be announced last year, but needed more time because of setbacks. Releases November 2025. Again, I would actually see there being a sliver of possibility this could happen, because if they have one Pokemon game that releases early this year, being Legends ZA, which again, there's no guarantees it is going to releasing early this year. It could end up releasing at the end of the year, because remember, we know nothing about this game. They have an entire year they could then promote it for. Again, but it does leave an entire year's worth of nothing to do for Pokemon, right? There's no revenue coming in from a new game or really any new media to use. So the most logical thing would be this game think about middle of the year and then having another game at the end of the year, because they've done that before. And you guys can argue like, oh, that's not going to happen. BDSP came out in November of the year it came out, which was 2021, I think. 2021 it comes out. And then that's November, but then in 2022, January, so like 2 months later, barely, you had Legends Legends Arceus or Arceus release. So again, highly possible. Like don't pretend like it isn't a possibility. Like it is definitely possible. It's just, I highly doubt, Black and White remake is going to be happening this year. It just highly unlikely. I think it's going to be just Legends EA this year, and that's it. Maybe some spin-off, maybe. And then next year we get Gen 10, and then following up that after that year is going to be DLC, and then Generation 5 remakes. But for now, I doubt it. But either way, anything is possible. You never really know. Like, you genuinely never really know with this stuff. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much it, though, guys. I think I've gone through most of what I want to go through for today, and I want to thank you all for watching, as per usual, and staying tuned. And guys, by the way, we're going to be doing a stream week starting next week. We're going to be streaming every single day leading up until the Pokemon Day. So yeah, I hope you guys are going to be there for that, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Peace out, and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen.